on, Clash Bashers? Rocky here today, and today we're back on Rise of Kingdoms, and today we're going to be getting our very first 6-star commander. That's right, we're going to get double C up to 6 stars. If we take a look here, we're just a little bit of experience away. I've been grinding so hard, hitting barbarians, hitting forts, and just working my way to get him up to level 50, which gets us 6 stars. But before we do, we're going to take a look around, and I think we're going to pop open. I have like 10 gold keys. We'll pop those up and see if we can get any sculptures for him and kind of go from there. But before we get into all of that, today's video is being sponsored by Rise of Kingdoms. If you guys want to download this game and play it for yourself, there'll be links down there in the description for iOS and Google Play, so you can play on your favorite device and have a great time. So let's go ahead and hop right in here. And we got 10 golden chest keys. We'll pop those open, and then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Double C, talk about the build I'm using with him, because at 6 stars we get some extra skill points, which is going to be really awesome. And that's the main reason you want to grind those commanders up, to get those talent points, not skill points, but you kind of know what I mean there. A whole bunch of trash out of here, nothing we've used, nothing really great. I mean, Belisarius, a lot of this stuff, especially the epics we have. There's a couple Cleo. We'll take a couple Cleos. There's a lot of tones, but like the Elugi, the Joan, the Herman, we literally just maxed those guys out in the last video, so we don't have a use for those anymore. But that's fine. I mean, I'm getting to a point where a lot of my epics are max skills, or getting close to max skills, which is not a bad thing. So if we go take a look at our commanders, guys, so Sao, Cow, Double C, he is literally less than 7,000 experience away. If we go, we'll just go down here. We see that we got 5 maxed out epics, and a lot of these guys are actually pretty decent. Belisarius, we're what, 5, 6 away. Babar still has some work. Our Sun Tzu's only 4 away. Our Herman's maxed out. Pelagius is getting there. So we're doing pretty well on our epics. We just got to work on the legendaries. Obviously, that takes a lot of time. So what we're going to do is obviously have some tomes, but if I could just go out and... Where am I? I think I popped a random teleport last night. I do that sometimes to just see where I end up. If we go out, what I've been doing is I've been running Double C with Lohar behind him to gain experience. And we'll talk about that when we get into the talent tree after we get him up to 6 stars. And it's been working out pretty well. We get quite a bit of experience from Lohar, and I'm running Double C on a hybrid cavalry peacekeeping build for doing this, whereas before I was running him on full cavalry. But I've been kind of liking this quite a bit. I've actually tried Double C and Richard going out and killing barbs for, what is that, the Clarion Call, I think, where you just stay out and hit, and it's pretty ridiculous. So that's what I might use for that. We're just gonna hit some little barbs here, and we are going to get the experience up. Alright, so there we go. Get through there. And... just kidding. Done. I got to do my dailies also. But you see, on this build, we get like 5.1k experience from those level 23 barbs, which is pretty decent. I forgot what level barbs we hit. Barely any losses. I mean, 56 severely wounded. We get our bone necklace. And that's what I've been doing. I've just been grinding, hitting up those little barbs, and working our way up with the Lohar and Double C build there. So always good stuff. We'll finish off this 21. Let's go ahead and get our daily. Always do your dailies, guys. You get a gold key every single day, plus some epics in there. That's one of the main ways I've been maxing out my epics, is between the VIP 9, getting epic sculptures every day, and doing the dailies every day. You get a lot of epic sculptures in there, not to mention chest opening and all that kind of good stuff. So this should get us exactly where we need to be. There we go, guys. Level 50 Sao. Let's go ahead and level him up. If we take a look at his skills, I'm 3 away from max on him, which is not bad. And the one that's not maxed out is a bonus damage to barbarians. So we'll talk about that in the future as well. But I've been saving the gold stars for quite a bit, because I pretty much got all the legendaries that I was using up to 40 and haven't really done much since then. So let's go ahead and develop, auto add, and this should help get him up. We need that 2 times. Oh, no 2 times luck there, but we got plenty of stars to get him up there. There's the 2 times, and it's going to take quite a bit, guys. It takes quite a bit of these stars to get him up there, because it goes up like 1% at a time. You got to hope for those crits. I don't think people realize how many of these stars it takes to get a legendary up to 6 stars, and I was really unaware of that before. Like, I started talking to people, and I was like, Huh, that's interesting, but look at this, guys. We're gonna blow through quite a bit of these. Uh, oh my goodness, this is gonna take forever. I think we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, but it's gonna take quite a bit. Double C is my favorite commander personally because A, I love cavalry troops, and B, I just think he's a really like his skills, his talent tree build. I think they're really nice. I mean, Minamoto is obviously great as well. But Minamoto, you can't get his skills up unless you buy, and I haven't pulled the trigger on buying $100 pack in the game yet. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. I buy the smaller packs, but I haven't pulled the trigger on buying that final $100 pack to max out Minamoto. So it is what it is. Let's go ahead. I'm going to take a quick break right here. And I think what I'll do is I'll just come back when I'm close because this is going to take a little bit. I don't want to just babble on for the next 5 minutes of trying to get him up. So I'm going to take a quick break. I'll come back when I'm really close, guys. Alrighty, so what I found is I could just do this and just go really, really fast. Just get up there really fast. So I guess I didn't really need to take a little bit of a break there. And there we go. 6 stars. We get 10 talent points for that. That's the main reason I wanted to get him up. And that's the main reason I'm going to be grinding up my legendaries up to level 60. Not only my legendaries, but a lot of my other stuff too. I mean, we got to get some of these epics up to 60 as well. Because there's some really good skill epics in there. Boudica, Scipio, Luigi, they like some really great epics. But for now, we've been grinding on Cao Cao. So let's go ahead and check out his talent tree. So this is what I was telling you guys is I'm doing like a hybrid peacekeeping cavalry build because, you know, I'm grinding on working him leveling up. But we also have him on a full calv and then a little bit of a mobility build, which is kind of nice too. So for now, let's go take a look at this. So we got normal attack increase to barbarians, normal skill damage to barbarians, action points reduced. You need that so that you can go ahead and just hit barbs like forever. Increased experience gained by 15%, and then you also get farming. You get resource packs, and then all the cavalry skills are really good as well. Normal attack for cavalry troops, cavalry units led do an additional 9% to archers. This one has 50% when you reduce 50% strength, increased march speed, increased health of cavalry. Normal troop attack have 10% chance to reduce enemy attack by 20%, and then additional rage. We need that. So what we're going to do is we're going to work up our charge right here. We're just going to start working up this tree here. And we're not going to have quite enough to get to the top. Which, I mean, we could get rid of the rage and go up there. Yeah, that might be something we do, is get rid of the rage and kind of work up there. But since I didn't have a lot of skill points, I kind of went with the rage route. But since now that we have a little bit more skill points, we might want to redo that and take off the 3 rage and increase damage dealt by 3% for the first 10 seconds in our battle. It's a pretty nice skill. I don't know. I do like having the rage in there, though, because his skills are pretty dirty. We got a direct damage factor of 1400, an attack reduction of 40%, which is huge, decreasing the target's attack by 40%, and then decreasing their march speed by 10% for 3 seconds. That's an absolutely huge skill. That nuke attack reduction, it's great. Bonus damage to barbarians, always good for sure. And then we also have cavalry march speed and cavalry attack bonus. Like, why wouldn't you want that? That's a passive, obviously. And then healing factor and rage restored. Like, why wouldn't you want those skills? So that's why I went with the rage build. A little bit of a rage in there. We do have enough blanks if we wanted to level him up, but I'm saving that for a future video because our next video, guys, we're going to be talking about Richard, and we're going to get our first legendary expertise. A little bit of a sneak peek into the next video, but oops, my bad. But Double C is good, man. I want to get him up. With this build right here, we're pretty much maxing out the cavalry tree. And this one we can go ahead. We can get the equestrian excellence up, and then we can kind of work through here. This one's pretty much just my march speed build here. Trying to get him, you know, all the cavalry stuff, obviously. Get that one. Counterattack damage. I'm trying to just kind of look through here. Okay, so, and then what you can do is there's some nice little march speed stuff over here somewhere. There's a 3% march speed rate over there, so what we could actually do... actually, we're not going to have enough to get over there, so... we'll go... know, guys. I'm kind of all over the place with these skill points. I didn't really think this tree out. Increase counterattack damage. I don't know. I kind of like reduced skill damage taken. Makes him a little bit beefier. Let's go with reduced skill damage taken. I kind of like that a little bit there. And then we'll decrease march speed for the enemy. That'll work out. I mean, that's a build in progress. And then we also have our third tree still that needs quite a bit. So Double C, great commander. My favorite commander personally, but Richard's a pretty beast also. We're going to talk about him in the next episode. We'll talk about his talent trees. We'll talk about all of his skills. But for now, we got our very first 6-star commander, Double C, coming in there, coming in huge. Gotta love it, guys. Going out there. I want to kind of, let's go smack some more barbs real quick. Do we have any higher level barbs up here? I don't even know where I am. There's some 24. I just want to see how he does with his new skills. The nice thing is those cavalrymen, they move fast. They get through there pretty quickly. So we're going to hit this one last little bunch of barbarians. And we'll wrap up the video there. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed this. Hopefully it's a little bit helpful, give you a little bit of an insight on Double C, kind of how I look at him, how I think about him. I kind of like this hybrid build for running barbarians. You know, I don't do a lot of PvP stuff. You know, I don't really push Mightiest Governor a lot. So I feel like this might be the build for me for the time being. You know, just because you get those lovely buffs. You get pretty much farming buffs. And you also get buffs for taking out the barbarians, which, who doesn't want that? Look how fast we're taking down these level 24s. Holy crap. That is nice. Let's go. We definitely got to get him up to 60, but I think the priority is going to be getting some of my main commanders up to level 50 first, but that definitely feels like we're taking them out faster. That nuke coming in is hitting hard. Let's go. Jeez, man. 5.3k experience. That was good. How much losses do we have there? 64 severely wounded. Not bad at all. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed today's video. You guys have a great day. Keep on clash bashing.